Now, I get this question all the time, and it is really the million-dollar question where how long does SEO take to actually see great results? Well, it really just depends on the market that you're in and you're trying to rank in and how competitive it really is. Because, as we all know, the process of SEO is pretty simple, but it's definitely not easy, where it really just comes down to relevancy and credibility. Now, what takes time is right away, obviously, you create your website, you design it on top of the on page content that you have set up. Great. Now you have your on page content set up and your design. Pretty much from here, Google now has to take your sitemap, which I have tutorials on my YouTube channel if you don't know how to do. I have a whole checklist that I'll actually link down below to make sure you have everything on page set up for yourself. You're going to submit your sitemap into Google Search Console, and it's going to take probably a few weeks for Google to actually recognize not only your homepage, but all of your other location pages, your blog pages, and all of your other filler pages for it actually to recognize it as an actual website and get it indexed on Google, meaning it actually shows up on Google. Okay, so that takes already a month or two of time in general just for that to happen. Okay, now what else takes as long? Because I know in SEO, people say, obviously depending on the market, that it can be anywhere from 6 to 12 months or even 18 months. Where I would say is it takes around actually 6 to 9 months just for a smaller market of around 500,000 people or less. If it's a market of 1 million people or more, 1 million to 1.5 million or 2 million, you're talking probably that year long. Where if you are even more than that, if you're in a bigger metro market than even that, you are talking anywhere from around that 15 to 18 months, right? It takes a long time, but people do it because obviously if you're getting consistent motivated sellers to your Google business profile and your website and PPC, which is another whole other thing, but if you're getting free motivated sellers to your website, it's worth every single second, right? It's worth all the time that you waited because you're now going to get motivated sellers on autopilot. Now, with that time frame, what actually takes so long? Because no matter what, it can take anywhere from 1 to 2 months just to actually get indexed on Google. Now, what do you do from here? And that's where it takes a lot of time, because you need to understand that yes, we're indexed on Google. Yes, we're on the second, third, fourth, fifth page, wherever you start out. And what's going to get you to the actual top is having the backlinks in place to make sure you're actually competing, right? Because you're on page, if you have good on page, you can rank on the second, third, or fourth page, and that's where you're pretty much going to end up depending on how competitive your market is. But if you have no backlinks, right, you will not rank at the top. You have to have conviction and credibility to make sure that you're actually ranking at the top. And that goes off of competition analysis based off of backlinks, and I have another video that I'll also link down below to that, but that is what takes the most time, is achieving those backlinks that your competitors have. Because, like I said, you can create your website, get it indexed on Google, you're ranking in the second, third, fourth, fifth page, whatever, and that it's going to stay there for a while until you get the backlinks that are required for you to actually rank at the top. And how you do this is you just find the top 3 competitors you're competing against consistently for all the keywords and look at their backlink profile on a platform like SEMrush, and you're going to try your best to get those exact same backlinks on top of your own links, right? And this is where it takes the most time. Obviously, in a cheaper market or a lower market, you can get ranked in 6 months because it takes 2 months to get indexed on Google. Okay, now we get a few links here and there, and you can now rank, right? Where it takes 12 months in a population of 1 million to 2 million, just because you have so many links you have to go and get. And it takes a year to go ahead and get the ones that you actually want to get. Then from there, 15 to 18 months, that is for your extreme markets. Like I'm talking your big, large metro markets, because these people are going to have a lot of backlinks built up. And it's going to take anywhere from 12 to 18 months to make sure you get the links required to actually rank. So that's pretty much in a nutshell exactly how long it takes SEO to work for being a wholesaler. If you want to find out maybe what your market would cost for me to do it for you, feel free to click the link below in the description, realestateinvestorSEOguide.com. I would love to get a quote for you as far as SEO, Google Business Profile, and running your PPC, because without a doubt, from one wholesaler to another, we all know that Google produces the best motivated sellers without a doubt, and there's no lie in that, especially for the cost. And so if you're interested, feel free to click that link below, but otherwise, I appreciate you watching.